president of Singapore Management University Community Service Club, and he said that students take away with them more than the skills that they acquire through community service program, through doing community service program. And also when SMU make it compulsory, the university actually take the first step as to make the students more aware of the available platforms and avenue that they can use to source for organizations that they can collaborate or help in. And if the students want to embark on further projects in maybe in their second year or third year or even after they graduate, they know how to source for all these these community organizations. Okay, so to summarize my part, community service is not just about getting additions to your resume or making your resume look nicer. It isn't about making you proud or arrogant of the contributions that you have done to the community, but it's about the benefits of the community as a whole for the beneficiaries as well as the participants themselves. So now I would like to hand the time over to Joseph, and he will explain in further details the proposed solutions to promote NUS community service in NUS.
So in order to promote community service in NUS, our team wants to propose 3 solutions to tackle this problem. The first solution we would like to propose is giving incentives. Based on our research, over 30% of students think that lack of motivation is one of the obstacles that stops them from doing community work. Therefore, it would be effective to give some incentives to motivate them to do more community work. We have come up with 3 forms of incentives. The first is giving vouchers. People in Singapore love vouchers. The students wait long in the queue to pick up exam welfare package, and the group-owned business is extremely hot in Singapore. Therefore, we think that giving vouchers would motivate the students to do community work. It is also shown in our survey that over 30% of students think this method would be effective. The second form of incentive is extra bidding points. For example, we will give 50 bidding points for every 20 hours of community service, and the maximum bidding points given in one semester is 200. As we know that the students will get bonus bidding points by completing an online feedback of the teaching in this semester. So if they award bidding points for completing this feedback, why not for community service? The third incentive we have come up with is campus accommodation. This is actually a measure that's already implemented in NUS. Each NUSU club has certain quotas of campus accommodation to be given to its outstanding members. So besides giving incentives, what else can we come up with to promote community service? NUS could create a new service learning module to guide its students to do community service. This module can be conducted in a seminar style. People from diverse backgrounds with rich research and practical experience on community service would be invited to conduct the seminars. Besides that, the students are also required to do a minimum 50 hours of community service in this semester. The form of this community service could be flexible. They are encouraged to unleash their creativity and initiate their own projects. Before the project implementation, the students are required to submit a proposal to get the approval from NUS. And after the implementation, they are required to submit a report to do some reflection on what they have done and what they have learned. This module could be made into a CSCU module, which means it's not graded. It could be first conducted as a pilot program among a small group of students. For example, social work students or the students of University Scholars Program. After several years implementation and evaluation, it may be considered to be made into a graduation requirement for every student in NUS. The last solution we would like to propose is a vocational program for community service. In this program, it is basically a program that's similar to the one in SMU. In this program, the students will spend 2 to 3 weeks in their summer vacation to do community work. The same as the previous proposal, the students are encouraged to initiate their own forms of community service and apply their own talents and specialities in the projects. So what NUS can do is assigning a mentor to each project team to provide proper guidance and supervision during the project implementation. Furthermore, NUS could provide certain channels and resources to facilitate the students to do fundraising and publicity. Okay, so these are the 3 solutions we want to propose, giving incentives, a new module, and a new vocational program. Now I'll pass it to Tom to talk about their effectiveness and give a conclusion for our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. I'm going to elaborate on the effectiveness of our solutions, and later I will give a summary of our proposal. As Nesrine mentioned earlier, a number of NUS students have already participated actively in community service. But since the number is so small, it doesn't reflect what the majority is doing. That's why we are coming up with solutions that aim at different groups of people. 3 out of 10 respondents said they lack motivation in doing community service. Therefore, we think offering incentives is a good way to get this group of people started. We attract new participants to our program. Also, it's really easy for them to get incentives. They can join an existing program. It might be a day long or during the weekends. It's not hard. They don't have to plan anything by themselves. On the other hand, if they already participated a lot or they are looking into longer term commitment, other solutions might suit them better. Before going into details, let me ask you this. What is the purpose of being here in a university? The answer is obvious, right? We are here to learn. And take note that learning is not just about studying technical stuff. Learning is also about growing up as a person. This is really important. According to the organization called Volunteer Canada, a good service learning program has 3 components: preparation, action, and reflection. Normal community service program only focuses on action. Students go out there, do something, help the poor, and then finish. That's all. We do not want that in NUS. As a result, our module ensures that preparation and reflection are done under supervision of professionals. This is like a checkpoint for students to make sure that they are well prepared for whatever is waiting for them out there. Upon the completion of their project, they are required to submit a report outlining and analyzing what they have done during the whole period. This forces them to think thoroughly and also reflect on their actions. Technically, our vocational program is very similar to the module. The only big difference is the time. Some students might be comfortable with doing this during the semester, so they can choose to take our module. If they would like to do it during the vacation, they can choose to join our vocational program. At this point, let me sum the whole thing up. We began by identifying a problem. That is, NUS students in general lack community service involvement. Nevertheless, as Eileen presented to us, participating in community service offers a lot to both participants and beneficiaries. This is a problem. Fortunately, this problem can be solved. Actually, there are examples out there for us to learn from, like in the SMU case. Hence, we propose 3 solutions which answer to different target groups, which are both newcomers and current contributors to community service. Now, we hope NUS progresses toward promoting community service among its students by considering our proposal. By the way, I have to mention that we are really happy to see positive things happening in NUS. According to our survey results and series of interviews, it seems like students, club leaders, and authorities in NUS all agree that this problem needs to be addressed. We are especially delighted about